The world holds a lot of strange phenomena that happen once in a blue moon, and for those people lucky enough to witness them firsthand, chancing upon these extraordinary natural events proves to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Thank your lucky stars, because today we're rounding up the 12 extremely rare things in this universe you need to see. What's up, Factnatics? This is Discovery Amuse, serving up your daily dose of the most outrageous, outlandish, and out-of-this-world fun facts. Our number one pick is proof that there's still a lot about our galaxy we are yet to fully understand, so stick around and keep an open mind. Let's fly to infinity and beyond!
To infinity and beyond!
Number 12, Supernova.
In a champagne supernova in the sky.
Just like their Hollywood counterparts, celestial stars don't shine bright forever. There will come a time when they have to fade into oblivion, but when they do, they go out with a huge bang, literally. This phenomenon is called a supernova. When a massive star reaches the final stage in its life cycle, it collapses and bursts into a powerful and bright explosion. At its peak brightness, a supernova's luminosity can be compared to that of an entire galaxy. It can even be observed from the Earth using modern astronomical telescopes. After several weeks or months, the glow will then fade out and the once bright star will be transformed into a black hole or a neutron star, or sometimes disappear completely, not unlike those celebs who have officially quit show business, or so they claim. I'm looking at you, Cameron Diaz. Stick around, because our top pick will absolutely blow your mind. Number 11, Meteor Shower. Although meteor showers are a sight to behold, you better wish you're not in their line of fire. Meteor showers occur when a number of meteoroids stream through the Earth's atmosphere at an extreme speed. They appear to be coming from one point in the sky and fly through in parallel trajectories, making it look like a shower of bright matter. Meteor storms and outbursts usually have at least 1,000 meteors an hour, but this debris is generally smaller than a grain of sand, so most of them don't even hit the Earth's surface. Gigantic meteors hitting the Earth are a different story altogether, just like what happened in Russia in 2013 that left 1,000 people injured from the sonic blast caused by a meteor as big as a bus. Number 10. Aurora. Seeing an aurora in person is in every traveler's bucket list, and who wouldn't be mesmerized by those stunning light displays illuminating the night sky? Although they're more commonly known as northern lights, auroras also occur in the southernmost hemisphere. When solar winds disturb the magnetosphere, the charged particles emit light that appears in different colors, thereby forming what is known as the aurora. The light waves can also manifest in varying forms for spectators viewing from the ground. It can be a mild glow near the horizon, arcs, coronas, rays, or patches that seem like clouds. The northern lights in Europe, Alaska, and Canada can be seen from September to April, but they can be very unpredictable, so bring lots of patience on your next trip.
I seen a rainbow yesterday, but too many storms have come and gone.
Number 9, Christmas star. Did you know that the Star of Bethlehem is actually real? That's at least according to some astronomers who believe that the baby Jesus was born during a rare conjunction involving Jupiter and Saturn. These conjunctions of the two biggest planets in our solar system happen roughly every 20 years, but on December 21st, 2020, Jupiter and Saturn appeared at their closest since 1623. Not only that, this uber-close conjunction hasn't been observable to the naked eye since 1226. That's almost 800 years ago. It also coincided with the winter solstice, which is the longest night of the year. So, if you happen to witness that Christmas star and didn't make a wish at all, well, good luck in the next lifetime. Number 8. Supermoon. If werewolves were real, this must be their favorite time of year, and I bet stargazers look forward to it each time too. As its name suggests, a supermoon appears up to 14% larger and 30% brighter than the average full moon. This phenomenon occurs when the moon is closest to the planet in its elliptical orbit, known as the perigee. Because of its position, the moon looks significantly bigger than its usual apparent size when viewed from the Earth. Although a typical supermoon appears 3 to 4 times in a year, there are versions of the supermoon that occur fewer and farther between, like the super blue blood moon, a cosmic trifecta of a supermoon, blue moon, and a total lunar eclipse, which was last seen in January of 2018. Number 7. Iridescent clouds. Look up at the sky! It's a bird! It's a plane! It's a multicolored cloud! Who knew clouds were also capable of puking rainbows just like the bizarre Snapchat lens? Instead of its usual white hue, iridescent clouds appear in a multitude of shades that look like angels spilled cans of paint all over the sky. This colorful visual spectacle occurs when sunlight diffracts off water droplets in cumulus clouds in the atmosphere. The cumulative effect is then seen as colors, which are usually in pastel hues. This mostly occurs in clouds that are near the sun or moon's vantage point. The cloud also needs to be optically thin for the light to come through, so cloud iridescence is more commonly seen around the edges of a cloud or on semi-transparent ones. Number 6. Catatumbo lighting.
Because lightning doesn't strike twice in the same place.
Whoever said lightning never strikes the same place twice has never been in this lake in Venezuela. If you're scared of lightning, this exact point where the Catatumbo River meets Lake Maracaibo is the last place on Earth you'd want to be stuck in. In fact, it earned a Guinness World Record for having the highest concentration of lightning with 250 lightning flashes per square kilometer each year. For around 140 to 160 nights a year, that specific area is covered with a mass storm of clouds that produce continuous lightning of up to 280 times per hour. This usually lasts up to 10 hours a day. This phenomenon continues to stump scientists to this day, but their best bet is that it's caused by the curious combination of topography and wind patterns in the area. Or maybe there's just a million Pikachus hanging around the lake. Gotta catch them all. Number 5. Lunar Rainbow.
Someday we'll find it. The Rainbow Connection.
We normally see rainbows appear during the daytime, but when the night has almost settled and you still see a colorful arch across the sky, then you have the moon to thank for that. Lunar rainbows, or moonbows, are produced through the light reflected from the moon, but other than that, the process of how they are formed is pretty much the same as with a typical rainbow. However, in some cases, the moonbow is mistaken to be all white because smaller amounts of light is reflected from the surface of the moon versus the sun, but long exposure photographs will make you see its true colors shining through. Number 4. Annular Eclipse. Listen up, class. When the moon passes between the Earth and the sun, what do we get? A solar eclipse. Very good. In the case of a total solar eclipse, the sun's disk is fully covered by the moon, but when the moon is too small to entirely take the spotlight away from the sun, leaving a visible outer ring, then that is what is called an annular eclipse. The term annular comes from the Latin word annulus, which means ring. However, when once upon a time there is light in your life, but now there's only love in the dark, that's a total eclipse of the heart.
Nothing I can do, a total eclipse of the heart.
Number 3. Volcanic Lightning. If you've always thought that lightning only comes from the sky, then your whole life has been one big lie, because shockingly, lightning could come out of volcanoes too. Unlike your usual lightning bolts that occur during a thunderstorm, volcanic lightning is caused by an eruption. When particles of volcanic ash collide inside the volcano, the friction produces an electric discharge that forms lightning. These lightning bolts usually accompany volcanic plumes that burst out when the volcano erupts, and recently, volcanologists have been studying how they can observe volcanic lightning to monitor the dangerous aftermath of an eruption. Number 2. Black hole. If you've seen the 2014 movie Interstellar, then you might remember the fictional supermassive black hole called Gargantua, where Matthew McConaughey's character ventures into and where he discovers a fifth dimension. Well, in all fairness to director Christopher Nolan, they even hired world-renowned physicist Kip Thorne to design this black hole with scientific accuracy. And the film was lauded as the most accurate film portrayal of a black hole thus far. Black holes are usually the result of massive stars collapsing. Once formed, it will continue to grow by absorbing anything near it or merging with other black holes using its extreme force of gravity. For decades, researchers have struggled to capture an actual black hole on camera. But in April of 2019, the Event Horizon Telescope of EHT collaboration unveiled to the world the first ever image of a supermassive black hole looking like the fiery gates of hell at the edge of time and space. Before we go to our number 1 pick, make sure to smash the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Don't forget to choose all so you won't miss out on any of our latest life-changing, boredom-busting content. And of course, be sure to turn on notifications in your app's settings. Number 1. Solar Tsunami. Think gigantic waves, but instead of water, they're made of hot plasma and magnetism, and you get solar tsunamis. This phenomenon happens when the sun's magnetic field experiences disastrous collisions that can cause massive tsunamis of plasma. These tsunamis are so big that it's several times larger than the size of the Earth. The bursts of plasma can cut across the sun's surface and move at a speed of 1,000 feet per second. This occurrence can last for several weeks, and one may happen in every decade. Although it can't destroy anything within the sun, let's just hope that it won't be powerful enough to reach our planet, or we'll be toast! So, which of these have you been lucky enough to witness in person? Share with us your lit experience in the comments section below. Take home any of our exclusive gear by browsing our merch shelf or clicking the link in the video description. And while you're at it, take our quiz to find out how you can earn extra cash online doing what you do best. Awesome, right? Want to unravel more mind-boggling mysteries? Then check out our countdown of the 10 scariest sounds on Earth. Till then, shine bright, Factnatics, and see you in the next video.